When Naoya Inoue was interviewed after defeating Donaire, he said that he was seeing double from the second round on. When I first heard that, I just thought, oh, naturally, blood's got into the eye, it's obscuring his vision. Now, it has since been revealed that Inoue's right eye socket bone, the zygomanic arch, or that's at least one of the bones, has been fractured. That is a very serious injury, and it really puts into perspective now how desperate and gutsy the whole fight was. Double vision, which he said now, it recalled exactly what Kell Brook said after he first got beaten by Gennady Golovkin. He said the same thing. The eye socket got broke, and then he was seeing double or triple. Nothing to do with blood, a much more serious injury. Now, some of it is to do with how brutal a puncher Nonito Donaire is. Pound for pound, that left hook is absolutely vicious. Something I didn't comment on in my post-fight review of that great classic was that Donaire, of course, is a little bit bigger as well. He's taller and wider than Inoue, and he's fought at bigger weights as well. He's got a bit more of that man strength, if you want to use that term. But slight differences in those lower weights mean a lot more than they do just from a visual standpoint. You could see Donaire was slightly bigger, but that is actually a much bigger advantage in those lower weights because it makes up a bigger percentage of your overall body weight. Inoue took that absolute cracking left hook on the cheekbone, and then of course that little panic that we initially saw where he touched his eyebrow. It wasn't just to do with being cut, he obviously felt something wasn't right. Very similar to the reaction that Kell Brook had, of course. Now with Kell Brook, of course, it was the start of the end of his career. It was insanity fighting Golovkin and Errol Spence back to back, not even including the weight loss from middle back down to welterweight. But that injury can end careers, and you don't know. This is the real shame. We don't know how he is going to react when he wants to get back in the ring. Now, Inoue has said with his new contract with Top Rank, and I think his next two fights are going to take place in America, I've heard he wants to fight 3 times in 2020, which is great news. And as I've said before, because the lower weight guys have to really fight to win the interest of the casuals, I'm sure they're going to be against decent opponents. But we are not going to know until that first fight back just how that eye is holding up. I really hope it does, because it would be an absolute shame for a guy who is on the cusp of superstardom if an injury like that was to really affect the rest of his career.